Yeah, well, here, May 9th, day 51, Thelon River, near the major rapids here. This morning I was really simply miserable again. It was very strong headwinds, northwest winds, about 35 miles an hour, maybe 40. Whiteout conditions, couldn't see the ground. I could see maybe the distance, it was kind of hazy. And then deep snow. The only great thing about it was warm. It was 18 degrees, so that helped a little bit. But towards after my lunch break, it lifted a little bit, enough so I could see clear enough the rapids. There's 3 rapids that I had to get around, and I had enough visibility there to get around. And then later the wind died down a little bit, and on the rapids, you don't shoot rapids here when it's wind chill 30 below. And then also everything is frozen, river's frozen, and where you have the rapids, you have the water comes out from underneath the ice, it flows over the rocks or whatever, and you can see the swift current is black. It's going maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 miles an hour. It tumbles over rocks, or it might be just plain swift current. And then it disappears again underneath the ice, so you don't get anywhere near that with a boat because you'd go right underneath the ice there at the end. What I do is just skirt them, get around them. If I can see them, if you can see the rapids, it's fine because you know what you're dealing with. It's the water above the rapids, but particularly below the rapids where you can have tricky currents, so you've got to take that into consideration. So, but tomorrow, you look at the map and where I'm at tonight, you can see the rapids ahead of me. There's about a 3-mile section of continual rapids, and I need good visibility. Hopefully that'll happen. But it was a dreary day all the way through, kind of a depressing day, but it's okay, usual thing. You just get what you get. The Thelon now, there's more trees now on the Thelon than when I started. I'm moving into an area just another 10 miles up here. It's called the Oasis. It's an actual boreal forest that grows in the Thelon Valley. And this is, again, in the middle of the Canadian Barrens. You have a sense that you're in the trees when you're traveling in this valley. But if you get up and over that, it's all totally barren. So this is a real special place. This Oasis, boreal forest Oasis. The whole culture has been here for a millennium. They found artifacts, dating back thousands of years in this area that I'm in right now. There's a certain area around Grassy Island that'll be there another day or so, traditional crossing of caribou, and that's where these native cultures were based around that area where they could always depend on that crossing of the caribou migration. And so it's more trees, not huge trees, although they're pretty good size here. They're 20 feet, 25 feet, and some are shrunken down. They're in patches, but they're getting more and more kind of as a mini forest. Very interesting. The only downside of these whiteouts is you don't get a chance to see the surroundings. If you the last 3 days since I left Ivory Lake, it's like I've been in a haze. You don't really see anything, so you lose the appreciation of the surroundings. On a clear day, it's just stunning. The great thing about whiteouts is when it does clear up, boy, it's just heaven. And hopefully tomorrow I'll have get some clearer weather here. I'm due for a weather change. I'm still in that pattern. The blizzard came in 3 days ago, and that brought in these continual northwest winds. And I think those will be dying out here. I think. You should. You'd think spring would arrive here. I'm still in winter conditions, believe it or not. There's no signs of spring at all. There's a couple of minor thaws I had a few weeks ago, but it is still winter. Nothing has really started melting, and it's interesting. It's a super cold year this year here in the Barrens, and I'm in it and I'm experiencing it. So that's part of the game. So tomorrow should be an interesting day. I'm just hoping for clear weather, and I'll check in again tomorrow. Over and out.